Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Dean Lowry able to get him for a loss of about 3. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears will extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man is Allison, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just... And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 54 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, 626.
And again, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. From the shotgun is Trubisky.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. To throw again on second down. Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
42, 180. Coming to you. Watch that in. Watch that in.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. A beautiful fake.
Come on now, let's go.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Work.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Trubisky to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Get ready.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, where y'all going? Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears will extend their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. It's caught outright by Graham. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian. Amos. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Rodgers, 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, 75 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. So that one will be accepted. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. A gain there of 21 yards.
Be calm, 132 fighter.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back for pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't take it and right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 51 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now Trubisky is going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. Out of the gun, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. They'll try and run it with Davis. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Bears 50, Packers 27. Matt Bryant.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. To try again after the sack, Rodgers. And he will find the open man as Jamon Moore. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually...
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he's going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense.
And the ball is knocked out. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, that one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on in Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Chicago, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
this, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my